Murrow and his staff viewed 15,000 feet of film in search of damning material. Aired on the evening of March 9th, the program, titled A Report on Senator Joseph R. McCarthy, was not a direct attack on the senator. Instead, it showed the supposed real man speaking for himself in carefully edited snippets. In his comments between film clips, Murrow described this combination of thug and clown terrorizing fellow Americans and demoralizing the State Department. In the closing sequence, Murrow looked directly into the camera and spoke about American values in words that resonate in our own time of fear. We must not confuse dissent with disloyalty. We must remember always that accusation is not proof, and that conviction depends upon evidence and due process of law. We will not walk in fear, one of another.
I like what you're doing. Take the tempo down, Escos. That was Murrow's pace. You've got the music. Now give him the tempo. A little slower than what you're doing.
Okay, good. We must not confuse dissent with disloyalty. We must remember always that accusation is not proof, and that conviction depends upon evidence and due process of law. We will not walk in fear, one of another. We will not be driven by fear into an age of unreason if we dig deep in our history and our doctrine and remember that we are not descended from fearful men, not from men who feared to write, to speak, to associate, and to defend the causes that were, for the moment, unpopular. This is no time for men who oppose Senator McCarthy's methods to keep silent. We proclaim ourselves, as indeed we are, the defenders of freedom, wherever it continues to exist in the world. But we cannot defend freedom abroad by deserting it at home. The actions of the junior senator from Wisconsin have caused alarm and dismay amongst our allies abroad, and given considerable comfort to our enemies. And whose fault is that? Not really his. He didn't create this situation of fear. He merely exploited it, and rather successfully. Cassius was right. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. Good night, and good luck.
Boy, that was well done.
Thank you. Well, it's a bucket list item.
I can understand why.